What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. So before I get into this video, I want to give a big shout out to the brother Daryl Sloan Coleman for showing love to the channel via the Cash App. All right, much respect to him for showing love to the channel. Big time NBA historian. I always enjoy talking to him, interacting with him on social media. So much respect to him. And to anyone that wants to show love to this channel, if you choose to, you can do so in the links in the description box below via the PayPal or the Cash App or in the pinned comment in the comments section below. Now, I'm going to pin an article to the pinned comment in the comment section. Now, guys, I want you guys to see what I'm talking about. So, this particular article goes season by season and picks out the center that averages the most points each season. And you can tell by this article um, that they want to highlight Shaquille O'Neal, right? Because it starts in the 82-83 season. Moses Malone was the leading scorer in the NBA at the center position, averaging 22 to 24 points per game, something around there. But then Akeem Olajuwon for a couple of years, maybe. Then David Robinson. And then here comes Shaq, and starting in 93, averaging 29 points a game, um, 27, 28. And, you don't see those types of numbers again after Shaq declined in the mid 2000s. You don't see that again in the center position until Joel Embiid, who averages over 30, right? So when you look at this article, you see all these great big men, but you see Joel Embiid being the only one averaging 30. So you come away saying, wow, what Joel Embiid did was unprecedented. But why do they stop after 80? Why do they only start after the 82 season? Well, this is part of it. As I keep trying to tell people, the people today who run media, they want to erase the past. They're marketing, they're trying to reach a certain demographic. Those who watch basketball in the 1980s onward. And look, my generation, they're going to start doing the same thing 20 years from now. They're going to start fading us out. They did this to the 50 generation back when I was a kid. They started phasing them out. It's all about the demographics, who's watching, and who they're trying to cater to. Fuck that. I want to preserve history. So anyway, 81, 82, when it's cut off at, Moses was still in Houston. You know what he averaged that year? 31.1 points per game. Because he didn't have a lot of help in Houston. The year before that, 80, 81, Houston went to the finals. That year, Moses averaged 28 points and something like 16 rebounds or something like that, 16, 17 rebounds. And he didn't really have a lot of help, but his individual dominance was enough. He took that team on his back to go to the finals, which is why Moses Malone is quickly becoming one of the most underrated players in the history of the game. But you only see from this list, you see Moses as he's starting to seep out of his prime. His prime was late 70s, very early 80s. You don't even see Kareem, aka Lou Alcindor. You don't see when he's averaging 30 points, 31 points. I think it was 71, 72. He averaged 34.8 points per game, I think it was, that season. 34.8 points per game. That's the most that any big man has ever averaged outside of Wilt Chamberlain. You don't see McAdoo, Bob McAdoo, who some people try to tell you is a power forward. He was a center when he played with the Buffalo Braves. Led the league in scoring 3 consecutive seasons, 1973, 74, 74, 75, 75, 76. Averaged over 30 points per game each year. Peaked out, can't remember which year it was. It might have been the second year, 74, 75. I think it might have been that year. When he averaged 34.5 points per game for the Buffalo Braves. Now, of course, the Los Angeles Clippers. And then, of course, Wilt Chamberlain. Wilt Chamberlain, we all know about him. I don't have to go into detail. Wilt Chamberlain, 7 years leading the league in scoring consecutively, starting from his rookie year until 1966. Uh, 50.4 points per game, 61-62. 44.8 points per game, 62-63. The only player ever to average more than 40 points per game in a season. The 100-point game. 122, including the playoffs, career 50-point games. 32 games of 60 points or more. Even Walt Bellamy, 61-62 as a rookie, averaged 31.6 points, I believe was, and 19 rebounds per game. That's getting erased from history. So, no, the center position historically has always been the dominant position in the NBA until recently. But they're trying to reverse that. They want the perimeter players to be the most important. Historically, it's always been the big man, you know. But yeah, I just want to do this video to show you the little tricks that they do, the little things they do to try to, you know, erase players from history. And by the way, I want you guys to realize that once again, YouTube is trying to erase my channel from the algorithm, both of them. And this time, I play by their rules. I watch what I said. It's funny because YouTube had my ratings very high as far as how I actually inputted my ratings in the video. Now all of a sudden, YouTube is telling me, "Oh, I'm not doing a good job of rating my videos anymore." You know, so it's the tricks that they do to try to demonetize you or not monetize videos or shrink your audience. It's just ridiculous on here. Why can't we just get on here, follow the rules, do what we do, and if an audience gravitate toward us, then so be it.